We all know I have a big love for tattoos. I always get so excited when I meet new people and when I see old friends with tattoos and hearing their stories behind it and their inspirations. I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels like this about tattoos, so I thought to myself, why not make a series of videos and let the world see the tattoo journeys of my friends. I'm Pedro, and this is Tattoos and Wine with Pedro. Hey guys, what's up? I'm Pedro. Welcome to another episode of Tattoos and Wine with Pedro, episode number 5. Hope you guys have been enjoying the show so far, the first 4 episodes. My special guest today is Chrystal Justynne. Chrystal is one of the best bartenders in New York City. If you go with your friends to her bar, she will give you the best customer service ever. She will make your drinks extra strong, and if you're not a liquor person, you prefer beer, she'll give you the best cold draft beer they got at the bar. And when you least expect it, she'll hook you up with a round of shots. As for the food, I'm not too sure about the food. But yeah, everybody, welcome the beautiful Chrystal.
Hi. Hi guys.
That's it. I don't know what to do.
I'm so sorry.
Chrystal, welcome. Before we start, I got a little game we could play. Every time we mention the word tattoo, you gotta take a sip of your drink.
Aww. Okay.
Try not to take big sips because we only got these 2 bottles, right?
Speak it for yourself, right? Alrighty, hey guys, I'm Chrystal Justynne. As Pedro said, I'm an experienced bartender, been doing it for many years. I love it. Throughout the years, I've become quite the tattoo enthusiast. Have a lot so far. We're gonna get into it in a little bit, but we'll take it from there.
All right, Chrystal, what was your first tattoo? You gotta take a sip.
Alrighty, so my first tattoo is right here on my thigh. It's a wraparound. It says, "Looking for heaven, found the devil in me." It seems a little cynical when I tell people, but it's actually from Florence and the Machine, the band. If you guys don't know, they have their hit single, I think it's Calvin Harris. You're giving me such sweet nothing. That, you know, that hit pop electro song, whatever. It's a beautiful song for my first tattoo. Actually, for the longest, up until I was 24, I never wanted any tattoos. I was against them personally on me, loved it on other people, but I was like, my body's beautiful the way that it is. I don't want to modify it. There's no reason to. So I was going through a lot of things at the time, and I just woke up one day and I was unhappy. I was like, with my job, with the friends that I was around, with the everyday partying, this and that, the routine, there was such repetition, and I just needed that change. So one day I woke up and I was like, it.
Ooh. That's it.
Am I allowed to curse? Sorry. And this song resonated with me. It was like, it's like no matter how good you try to do or be a good person, it's like it's always like the devil is on your back. There's always some bad behind everything. So it's an uplifting song for as dark as the lyrics sound, but beautiful song. So that was like the breakthrough for my first tattoo.
That's really cool. Did it hurt?
Funny enough, I laughed for my first tattoo. The artist was like, "You're kind of a psycho." He's like, it's random when someone starts laughing, but the vibration on my thigh it tickled. So after that, kind of slept through it. It was probably barely a 2-hour sesh, and it was a wrap from there.
Okay, so our producers told us that we gotta kill the rest of our cut because we apparently didn't follow the rules to the game that I created. We said the word tattoos like 5 or 6 times, so we're about to try. Chrystal, do you have any horror stories of any of your tattoos, painful ones, or was your tattoo artist ever an asshole to you?
No, all my artists were great. I've only ever had 3 different people work on me. But yes, the horror story. So it would be my neck tattoo right here. It's very detailed, very nice. So I've had my chest done, my thighs, my back, my arm, everything. Pain tolerance, I have a very high pain tolerance. But this, he started, okay, I think one side, he started over here. And by the time he got to my collarbone, I was like, ooh, wow, I was like, oh my God. I was not ready for the pain that was happening. And then he started getting closer to this little soft spot right here. I almost passed out. And usually, full disclosure, they don't recommend doing this, but I'm faced half of the time when I get my tattoos.
What?
Yeah. I'm not a bleeder though, so it works out. No. But definitely I had a separate t-shirt wrapped around as tight as I could to focus on some other force of pain because this hurts. Would you like an expert to help you?
Oh, keep on with your story.
So, I had to stop within the first like almost 2 hours. So literally I just had this one piece done. It wasn't even fully done. So I just had a half-ass tattoo. I was like, I'll get it done in another week.
Oh, it wasn't done the same day.
Now it was done in 2 different sessions and they were both horrible experiences. It felt like shards of knives just stabbing through. I thought I was a badass bitch, but this definitely put me in place.
They didn't shake or anything?
I had to stop a couple of times. I've never stopped on any of my tattoos, but this one I had to stop a couple of times.
What is it exactly Mandela looks like?
Yeah, so I've always had like a huge fascination with the style, the art. I always thought it was beautiful. And the style. Yay! We loosened it for you.
I loosened
Thank
it.
you. You're awesome.
You've always had a fascination with Mandela, you said? What?
Yeah, so just the style of it. I always told myself like I would always lose jewelry and stuff like that, so why not just permanently have something as beautiful on me? And the significance behind it is just of beauty, of light, of just all this extra stuff pertaining to that. So yeah, that's where the majority of my tattoos originated from.
What are these cool ones on?
Okay, so I got this one first on my arm here, this little henna looking thing on my hand. That was my first, tattoo on this one. Then I got orchids right here. Those are my favorite flowers. And this is my, other than this one, which is Casamigos logo. But that's a different story. Back to this arm. This was my second colored piece. Then after that, it was this, I just saw this artist. She has beautiful different, face models and stuff like that, and watercolors and stuff. So I'm a big fan of watercolors. So this came into hand. And then lastly was this one on my arm here. Song lyrics, heavy metal song. So, are you beautiful as you tear me to pieces? You are beautiful. Even at my ugliest, you always say I'm beautiful. As you tear me to pieces, you are beautiful. Even at my ugliest, you always say you're beautiful and sick like me. Yeah, so that finishes this, but I definitely want to get this whole shit tatted up. So, that'll be in the works soon.
Damn, how many times did we say tattoo?
What the fuck?
Guys, I am so sorry. I keep messing up my own game. We apparently said, according to my producers, we said the word tattoo is about 6 or 7 times. And we did not drink, so we're just gonna sip 6 times. Okay. Well, here's the first one. 1, 2, 3. You're a bartender. Have you ever had any customers like bother you about your tattoos or anything like that?
I get a lot of compliments. Damn it! We have to drink again. 2. I said it again twice. Now I gotta be careful with what I say. Yeah, so a lot of people, I get so many compliments from a variety of different kind of clientele. But my biggest pet peeve are the creepo guys that look at, my chest piece right here. And if I'm wearing like something that's kind of like midway to my chest, they're like, how far down does that go? It's like, ew, get it on my face. But otherwise, no, I just have people coming up with a lot of questions like, did that hurt? No shit, Sherlock. Yes, it's a tattoo on your neck. It's like the most sensitive part. But I'm not bothered by it, I was always prepared for people to ask questions or, constantly inquire about this and that, but for the majority
Do you do that when you see other people who are heavily tattooed?
No, I just stare like a creepo. We have to drink tattoo. Other than that, seeing other people with tattoos. I hate this game. This is the worst. Ink. Seeing other people with ink. Like I couldn't date somebody who has like patchy, weird tattoos, like all over.
Are you doing it on purpose, like?
Maybe.
What do you mean by patchy?
Just things that don't go together, you know what I'm saying? It gives me like agita or like anxiety. I need something to like go together. Like for me, like all my ink base thingy things.
Do you have any? Is your mom or dad, or if you have siblings, are they heavily tattooed? Ink.
My mother is inked up. She has, and believe it or not, she is a Jehovah's Witness. But before that time, she has a lotus flower on her hand. She's all up in there. Then my sister, she's heavily inked.
You got the Mortal Kombat with her. Whatever.
Yeah, that and actually my first tattoo, we got together. She wanted to break my tattoo.
Ink.
She wanted to break my ink cherry. What?
I said ink virginity.
Okay. Yeah, so that was that. So I bits and pieces, but we're like the black sheep of our entire family. So when my family looks at me, they were like, you have a neck tattoo, you have a lip tattoo. If you can't, yeah.
Do you have ink on your lip?
Yeah, I do. I don't know. Yeah, so that's a different story. It's just a line on my bottom lip right there. That one's pretty meaningful to me. So.
And what's the meaning behind that?
So it's more of a tribal sense. I don't know if you've seen like face ink and stuff like that, but usually like people have like lines going down like their face and stuff. The significance behind it is once you have it, it's whatever comes out of your mouth and your throat chakra and stuff like that is of truth and honesty and wisdom. So
are you trying to say that you never lie, or you try not to never lie?
Yeah, no one can ever really be that honest unless you're a monk. But yeah, no, I am as honest as I could ever be with anybody. You know, you got one life to live. I'm not gonna bottle things up, and it really speaks for who I am as a person. I've always been honest. I've always been upfront. So it definitely suited me when I thought about getting it.
Did that one hurt?
It felt like, you know, if you ever have like a skin tab or like dry like skin and you peel it off, like it felt like that for 2 seconds, but it was very quick and it was quick, yeah. But people always look at it and they're like, "Is that a tattoo on your lip?"
Ink. From the top of your head, do you have like any celebrities who you always see? Yo, I like their tattoos, or professional athletes. I don't know.
We have to drink.
Oh.
You're talking so much crap about me. Last sip. I guess obviously Rihanna would be like a close comparison to some styles or placements of tattoos. Other than that, I really admire anybody who has tattoos. You know, it speaks volumes. I also think that, like personally for me, and then I see other people who have any somewhat of ink on them. I feel more myself when I get another piece than I ever would if, you know, I didn't have any tattoos at all. So I've admired a lot of pieces. I only ate a muffin today, guys, just so you know. But yeah, as far as celebrities go, yeah, Rihanna would be like the closest thing that, you know, with her chest piece and then her hand piece, I was like, okay, there's someone who is very outspoken. There's someone who's just out there and just doesn't care, you know? She did her thing with a couple of pieces that she has, so I appreciated that.
Wait, did you say the word tattoo?
No, but you just did. All right.
Damn, I'm running out of questions. If somebody were to approach you with no tattoos and ask you, what advice could you give me about getting a first tattoo? What would you say? I said the word.
Damn it. I would say, just go for it. Do it. Again, with me, I was against getting any to begin with for the longest. But you have one life to live. Just go for it. If it feels right, it feels right. And if not, you know, they have the technology to remove it. But other than that, you know, just, again, I feel more myself with every piece that I get than I ever would if I, you know, kept it all maintained. So this is an expression of oneself, and if it works for you, it works for you. And if it doesn't, then, you know, it is what it is. But just my advice would be just go for it. Fuck it.
Cheers. Thank you guys for tuning into episode 5. This was a cool episode, having to shoot a 2-person interview. Even though my producer told me very last minute, I made it work. And I hope you guys enjoyed Chrystal's tattoos, and maybe go visit her at her bar. Follow her on Instagram. She'll post every day. She works at a very cool bar. But if you don't have a lot of money, don't go to the bar. Don't go to that bar.
I have enough to tip.
Thank you guys. Like and subscribe, I guess, if you want to.
Bye. Hey.